So yesterday we have completed statistical internal orders. Now here page number 100, heading real internal orders. Heading real internal orders. See here, in the case of real internal orders, we can post expenses and revenues directly with the real internal orders, and the expenses and incomes identified with the real internal orders can be apportioned to other controlling object. So apportionment in the case of internal orders is called settlement. Right? So we can settle the cost of real internal order to the other controlling object. Say for example, we have participated in one exhibition event. Then with this exhibition event, these are the expenses incurred. To rent 25,000, salary is 35,000. So the total cost of participation is 60,000. Now exhibition event is completed. Because of participating in this exhibition event, the sales cost centers, for example, Department A and Department B, has derived the benefit. That's why the cost of this exhibition event is to be settled to sales cost centers, Department A and Department B. So the management wants to allocate 50% to Department A and 50% to Department B. In that case, Department A is posted with 30,000, and again, Department B is posted with 30,000. Now the cost of exhibition event becomes 0. Now in the Department A, this 30,000 is to be reflected under the name exhibition expenses. Similarly, in the Department B also, this 30,000 is to be reflected under the name exhibition expenses. Do we have any GL account with the name exhibition expenses? No. So again, we have to create this exhibition expenses as a secondary cost. But the category will be 21. Secondary cost element category should be 21, which is called internal settlement cost element. If you go back and see the secondary cost element categories, see secondary cost element categories 21, internal settlement cost elements. This category is used to apportion the cost of a CO object like an internal order, production order, to the cost centers or other controlling objects. So we have to create one secondary cost element, right? We have to create one secondary cost element with the name exhibition expenses with the category number 21, right? Now here, because this is the exhibition event, right? We can easily understand that, we can easily know that normally the sales cost centers will derive the benefit, right? But there are different types of internal orders. For example, today we have started production of producing 1,000 units. That means, for example, we have started one production order. In order to find out the cost of producing this production order, we have created, right, this production order as one internal order. Now the production is completed. Now where the cost is to be settled. Similarly, today we have purchased one plant and machinery. Right? In order to use that plant and machinery, we have to install it. Just a minute. So today we purchase one plant and machinery. So in order to use the plant and machinery, we have to install it. Now I want to find out the cost of installation. For that purpose, we have created this installation activity as one internal order. Now the installation is completed. Then where the cost has to be settled. So how do we decide, right? Because there are different types of internal orders. In that case, how do we know the cost of which internal order is to be settled to which controlling objects? For that, right, we use the object class. So object classes are already defined in the system. The object class of the internal order determines the controlling object to which the settlement of the cost of the real internal order is to be done. The following are the object classes. So these object classes were already defined in the system. You cannot define your own object classes. And also we cannot edit the existing object classes. Here, four object classes were there. Overhead cost object class, investment object class, production object class, results analysis object class. So in this case, if the internal order, remember, if the internal order belongs to overhead cost object class, then the cost can be settled to any controlling object. If the internal order belongs to overhead cost object class, then the cost can be settled to any controlling object. Any controlling object means it can be a cost center, it can be another real internal order, or it can be a profitability segment, it can be a cost object, and so on. Now, if the internal order belongs to investment object class, then the cost can be settled to either asset account or GL account. Then, if the internal order belongs to production object class, then the cost can be settled to either finished goods stock account or work in progress account. Then, if the internal order belongs to results analysis object class, then the cost can be settled to profitability segment. These are the rules. And these rules are established by SAP HANA. Right? So here, if you know the object class of the internal order, we can find the receivers, right? But how do we know which object class, sorry, how do we know which internal order belongs to which object class? Getting my point? If you know the object class, then we can decide the receiver. But how do we know which internal order belongs to which object class? That is the main issue, right? Here, these are not the rules, right? There isn't any rules as such, but from my experience, I'm telling you, sometimes it may not work. See, if you create the internal order for the purpose of analyzing any expenditure, if you create the internal order for the purpose of analyzing any expenditure, that can be covered under overhead cost object class. Say, for example, yesterday, if you remember, right, we have created the vehicle internal orders to analyze the petrol expenses, right? And we have created the order type, right? In the order type, if you remember, we have given the overhead cost object class. Why? That is relating to analysis of petrol expenses. So if the internal order belongs to analysis of any expenditure, that is covered under overhead cost object class. In that case, that can be settled to any controlling object. Then, if the internal order belongs to fixed assets, that means investment in the fixed assets, nothing but your capital expenditure. If you create the internal order to find out the capital expenditure or to analyze the capital expenditure, then that is covered under investment object class. Say, for example, right, we have 27 buildings. Today, we have started constructing 28th building. So we have created this building under construction as one internal order. Now the construction is completed. So when the construction is completed, the cost is to be settled to building number 28, fixed asset. Now, today, we purchase one plant and machinery. So we have to install it. Now we want to find out the cost of installation. For that purpose, right, we have created this installation activity as one internal order. Now the installation is completed. Now the cost is to be settled to installation expense GL account. Of course, the installation expense is again added to the fixed asset. So you can directly settle to fixed asset, or you can settle first to the GL account. Right? Just a minute. Clear, no? Now, here, if the internal order belongs to production cost object class, then cost can be settled to finished goods stock account or work in progress. Means if you create the internal order relating to production activities, then that is covered under production class. Say, for example, today uh, we are producing and selling TVs, right? So we got one institutional order for the supply of 5,000 TVs, and we have participated in the tenders, and we have quoted a very least price, and we got the order. Okay. Now, after getting the order, the management wants to know what exact is the profit you have made in this order, right? For that, first you have to find out the cost of producing 5,000 TVs. For that, we created one internal order. Now, today we have started producing this 5,000 TVs. Okay, today is 4th January. Then on 31st January 2023, we are preparing the P&L account and balance sheet, right? So at that time, the production is not yet completed, right? By 31st January 2023, the production is not completed, but we have invested some amount, no? That is called work in progress. So whatever the expenses you have incurred up to 31st January 2023 is to be settled to work in progress account. Clear, no? Suppose, right, on 25th January 2023, the production is completed. So if the production is completed, that has to be transferred to finished goods stock account. So before delivering the goods, the production is completed, and before delivering the goods, we have to transfer the cost of production to the finished goods stock account. Otherwise, your stock records will not match. So if the internal order belongs to your production activities, that is covered under production object class, then the cost can be settled to either finished goods stock account or work in progress account. Then results analysis, right? Results analysis means it is the process of comparing expenses and revenues. So if the internal order belongs to results analysis class, the cost can be settled to profitability segment. What is this profitability segment? We will discuss later on. These are the general principles, right? But these principles may not apply always. This I told you from my experience only, nothing else. Now, let us configure for the real internal orders, right? Let us assume we have participated in one exhibition event, and the exhibition cost event is completed, and the cost is to be settled to, just a minute. Now, create secondary cost element. So we have to create a secondary cost element, right? Exhibition expenses. AA06. Controlling area is equal to SSKV. Click on enter. Cost element is equal to 12 lakhs. Valid from 1/4/2022 to 31st December 9,999. Click on enter. Name is equal to exhibition expenses. Description is also exhibition expenses. Cost element category 21. Cost element category 21. Click on save. Then creation of field status group, making internal order mandatory. So again, we have to create another field status group in which we select internal order mandatory. Transaction code OBC4. Select the field status variant SSKV. Double click on field status groups. Select the field status group G004. Click on copy as button. Field status group is equal to G010. Just like that, I'm giving this number. Field status group is equal to G010. Text is equal to cost accounts, internal order mandatory. This is the real internal order, right? So we can directly post expenses to the real order. So I am selecting internal order only as required. So cost accounts, internal order mandatory. Click on enter. And save. So double click on the field status group G010. Double click on additional account assignments. Select cost center as optional entry. Select COPP order as required. Click on save. Now, change the new field status group in the salaries account and rent account. So I'm going to identify salaries and rent with the real order. So we have to change the field status group in the salaries account and rent account in the transaction code FSW. GL account is equal to 4,100,000. Company code SSKV. Go to menu GL account, change. Then go to create bank interest tab. Field status group G010. Click on save. Now, GL account is 400, 300. Company code SSKV. Go to menu GL account, change. Go to create bank interest tab. Field status group G010. Now, maintain allocation structure. So what is allocation structure? Allocation structure is the tool to settle the costs incurred on the real internal order to the other controlling objects. See, it is the tool to settle the costs incurred on the real internal order to the other controlling objects. An allocation structure can contain number of assignments. Here, the assignment is just similar to segment in the assessment cycle, distribution cycle, and periodic requesting cycle. There we call it as segment. Here we call it as assignment, right? So an allocation structure contains number of assignments. In each assignment, we define under which secondary cost element. The cost elements of the sending internal order are to be taken to the receiving controlling object. An allocation structure can contain any number of assignments. What exactly means this, right? I will explain you while doing this step. Path is SPRO. Controlling internal orders, actual postings, settlement, maintain allocation structure. Click on new entries. Allocation structure is equal to VS. From our company, but I have taken VS letters. You can take anything. It is a text field. You can do any identification. Just like that I have given VS. Allocation structure is equal to VS. Text is equal to allocation structure for SSKV. Allocation structure for SSKV. Click on cell. So VS is already there. Huh? Let us take as SEA. It's also there. AS. Yeah. Make it as name as AS. Allocation structure is equal to AS. Allocation structure is equal to AS. Text is equal to allocation structure for SSKV. Click on cell. Select the line. Double click on assignments folder. Click on new entries. Assignment is equal to A1. Just like that, I'm giving the name A1. Assignment is equal to A1. Text is equal to assignment number 1. Text is equal to assignment number 1. Click on save. Click on save. Select the line again. Double click on source folder. From cost element is equal to 4,100,000. To cost element 4,300,000. Otherwise, you can enter the cost element group also, right? So see, in the assignment number 1, right? Under the source folder, we have given from cost element 4,100,000 to cost element 4,300,000, right? Means the system will total all the cost elements posted to the internal order between these two numbers, right? Then double click on settlement cost elements. Click on new entries. Receiver category is equal to CTR, means cost center. Receiver category is equal to CTR, cost center. Settlement cost element 12 lakhs. Settlement cost element 12 lakhs. See, under the settlement cost element, we have given 12 lakhs cost. Means here, under the source, right, we are saying 4,100,000 to 4,300,000, right? So the system will total all the cost elements posted to the internal order. That is a portion to cost centers under the name 12 lakhs. That is exhibition expenses. But which cost centers that we enter later? Click on save. This is called allocation structure. Right? So in the assignment number 1, in the assignment A1, we have defined what are the source cost elements, and these source cost elements are to be transferred to the cost centers under this cost element. Now, here I told you an allocation structure can contain any number of assignments. So what is the necessity to create that many number of assignments? See, for example, already we have 9 buildings, right? So this year we started constructing building number 10. We created one internal order, building number 10 under construction, right? This is one an example, right? So on this building number 10, we spent bricks. Bricks cost is 10 lakhs. This 10 lakhs is posted to this building number 10 under construction through primary cost element 4 lakhs. Then to cement cost 4 lakhs. The cement cost is posted to building number 10 through primary cost element 4 lakh 1. It is not 4 lakhs, make it as 4 lakh 1. These are all primary cost elements, right? Then tiles 12 lakhs. This is posted through primary cost limit 5 lakhs. Then between the tiles, right, we use the, while laying the tiles, we use the SEM, right? So to SEM cost 3 lakhs. This is posted to this building number 10 under the primary cost limit 5 lakh 1. Then gypsum for the purpose of ceiling. Gypsum cost 7 lakhs. This is posted through the primary cost element 6 lakhs. Then paint cost. For the gypsum ceiling, right, we do the painting, right? So paint cost 3 lakhs. This is posted through 6 lakhs. So here, the bricks cost and cement cost. The bricks and cement, they are used for walls. Tiles and SEM, they are used for flooring, right? Gypsum and paint, they are used for ceiling. Just a simple example I have taken, right? Now, building construction is come. These are the expenses posted to the building number 10, right? Through primary cost elements, right? Now, the construction is completed. Now, the cost has to be settled to building number 10, right? In that case, I don't want to see all these details. So in the building number 10, I just want to bifurcate, I just want to break up the cost like this. Walls cost, how much? Flooring cost, how much? Ceiling cost, how much? So I want to break up the cost like walls cost, ceiling cost, and flooring cost. In that case, right, we create 3 secondary cost elements: walls cost, flooring cost, and ceiling cost. Then walls cost element number 13 lakhs, flooring cost 14 lakhs, ceiling cost 15 lakhs, right? Then we maintain 3 assignments. Assignment number 1. In the assignment number 1, base cost elements is 4 lakhs to 4 lakh 99, right? 4 lakhs to these two, 4 lakhs to 4 lakh 99, okay? Then secondary cost element 13 lakhs. Similarly, assignment 2, base cost elements 5 lakhs to 5 lakh 99, right? These two, 5 lakhs to 5 lakh 99. Then secondary cost element 14 lakhs. Then assignment number 3, base cost elements 6 lakhs to 6 lakhs 99, and secondary cost element 15 lakhs. Like that, based on the requirement, we can create any number of assignments. Right? Then maintain settlement profile. Here, in the settlement profile, we define the parameters which control the settlement of the cost identified with the internal order. In each settlement profile, we define the valid receivers, basis of settlement, and assign allocation structure, etc. The settlement profile is assigned in the order type. Then the settlement profile is valid for all the internal orders created under that type. Again, while doing the step, I will explain. Path is same as above. SPRO, controlling internal orders, actual postings, settlement, maintain settlement profiles. Right? Here, we add one sentence. Here, after below the paragraph, right, you add one more sentence. Double click on maintain settlement profile. Double click on maintain settlement profile. Click on new entries. Settlement profile is equal to SSKV. Just a minute. Yeah. Settlement profile is equal to SSKV. Description is equal to settlement profile for SSKV. Settlement profile for SSKV. Select to be settled in full. Select to be settled in full. Allocation structure. What is the allocation structure? AS, right?
Yes,
so,
sir.
Yeah. Allocation structure is equal to AS. So in the AS allocation structure, we define some values, right? Then the allocation structure is assigned in the settlement profile. And the settlement profile will be assigned in the order type. Then all these values will be applicable to the internal order created under the order type. Default object type is equal to CTR. Default object type is equal to CTR. Select percentage settlement. Select equivalence numbers. Select amount settlement. Means here at the time of settlement, these three options will be displayed as the basis of settlement. So we can enter the values in any option. So while creating the internal order master record, I will show you the impact of this selecting these three checkboxes. Then this is very important. Select settlement required against the cost center under the valid receivers tab. Here cost center is there, right? Settlement required. Suppose if the internal order belongs to the investment object class, then the cost has to be settled to fixed asset, right? In that case, against the fixed asset, we select settlement required. Similarly, if the cost is to be settled to GL account in FI, then we select settlement required against the GL. So like that, here we select on the basis of the object class of the internal order, we select the valid receivers in the system. Okay. So here I want to settle the cost to the cost centers. Maximum number of distribution rules, 9. What is this distribution rule? I will explain you while creating the internal order master. Click on save. Ignore the message. Next, maintain number ranges for settlement documents. Path is same as above. maintain number ranges for settlement documents. Click on maintain groups. Click on maintain groups. Here, double click on is there, right? It's not double click on. Keep the cursor, strike up the double click on. Keep the cursor on SSKV company code. We can use the find button. Keep the cursor on SSKV company code. Now, this sentence has to be there after the third sentence. Click on SN element group. Click on SN element group. Then strike up the word select. Double click on standard accounting document. Double click on standard accounting document. Click on save. Now, creation of order type. KOT2 underscore funk area. Click on new entries. Order category is equal to 01. Internal order controlling. Order category is equal to 01. Internal order controlling. Click on enter. Order type is equal to SSKM, marketing orders, right? So exhibition event is part of our marketing orders. Order type is equal to SSKM. Description is equal to marketing orders. Settlement profile is equal to SSKV. Just now we defined the settlement profile, no? So in the settlement profile, we defined some values and also we assigned allocation structure, right? Then the settlement profile is assigned in the order type. Under this order type, we create internal orders. Then all these values are applicable to the internal orders master reports. Planning profile 000001. So what is the function of this planning profile? I will explain you once this topic is completed. Budget profile is equal to 000001. Now object class. So here exhibition event, analysis of expenditure, right? So overhead costs. Object class is equal to overhead costs. Select release immediately. Select release immediately. Click on save. See, number range not processed. Number range is for what? Number range is for internal order master records. You got the message. Now we define the number ranges. Just a minute. Click on assign change intervals against the number range interval. Now, strike up the word double click. In that place, write down. Keep the cursor on SSKM order type created above. Keep the cursor on order type SSKV. After that, write one sentence again. Click on SN element group. Click on SN element group. Now you strike up the word select. double click. Double click on marketing orders. Double click on marketing orders. So these are called number range groups, right? So these number range groups were already defined in the system, right? So here, marketing orders number range group was already created in the system. So we are assigning our order type to the marketing order group, right? Now look at the screen. See, under the marketing orders, right? SSKM, right? Internal order type was assigned, right? So here, this number range group was already defined in the system. Keep the cursor here, click on change button, right? Okay, first you have to save the changes. See here, marketing orders, 4 lakhs to 4,99,919 was different. And the external checkbox was not selected. Means when you create the internal order under the internal order type, right, the system will take the number after this number. So we can create our own number range groups also. But for the time being, I am using the system defined number range group. Clear, no? So we have assigned the order type for the marketing orders. Then the system will take the number from the number range defined for marketing orders. Clear? Now you take off this sentence. Then define number ranges for controlling activity KOAO, actual settlement, transaction code KANK. Controlling area is equal to SSKV. Click on change intervals. Sorry. Click on maintain groups. Keep the cursor on KOAO. In your material, little bit different is there. Strike out the word, double click on. Now in that place, write down, keep the cursor on KOAO. Now this sentence should be there after this sentence. Click on SN element group. Double click on number range number 01. Click on save. Now creation of order type. Sorry, creation of internal order master record, KO01. Order type is equal to SSKM. Click on enter. So in your material, order is there, right? Strike up the word order. Look at the screen, please. Here, you cannot enter the order number, right? Order type is SSKM. Okay. Now let us go back. I am giving the order SSKB. Order type vehicle internal orders, right? Here you can enter the order number. Why so? Here, SSKB order type was assigned to external number range group yesterday. We have assigned this order type SSKB to the number range group motor pool ZZZZ. External, right? Means that was external number assignment. But now we have assigned this SSKM to the internal numbers, right? Following everybody? That's why you cannot enter the order number. System will check the order number from the assigned number range. Clear for everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Description is equal to marketing, exhibition event number 1. Exhibition event number 1. Company code SSKV. Business area SSKV. Click on settlement rule. Category is equal to CTR, cost center. Settlement to receiver is equal to SS01001. Look at the screen, everybody here. You have the percentage column, equivalence numbers, and amount column. If you remember, right, in the settlement profile, we selected 3 check boxes, right? So all these 3 options are displayed here. You can enter any option as per your requirement. I want to use percentages, right? Percentage 50. Category is equal to CTR. Settlement to receiver SS01002. Percentage 50. Here, again, the settlement profile, we have assigned the number of distribution rules 999. Means this is one distribution rule. This is another distribution rule. Third distribution rule. Fourth distribution rule. So you can enter like this 999 line items. Means we can transfer the cost of this internal order to 999 cost centers. Click on save. So ignore the warning message. No profit center entered, although profit center accounting is active. What is this? We will discuss later on in the profit center accounting. See, order was created with the number 4,637,000. Now, post transactions for salaries account and rent account in FI and transaction code F-02 and identify them with the above internal order. Document date is 4/1/2023. Type is SA. Company code SSKV. Posting date 4/1/2023. Period term. Currency INR. Posting key 40. Account is 4,100,000. Click on enter. Amount is 75,000. Business area SSKV. See, order is mandatory field. Cost center is optional. So order is 4,637,000. Text salaries paid. Posting key 40. Account is 4,300,000. Click on enter. Amount is 50,000. Business area SSKV. Order 4,637,000. Text rent paid. Posting fee 50. Account is 2,100,000. Click on enter. The amount is as this. Business area SSKV. Text plus.
So what will happen if we enter the cost center there, sir?
It will take, right? But
Yes.
it's posted to internal order first.
Okay, sir. And it also reflects in the cost center.
Yes.
If we given or not are also not given, it will reflect.
No. If you enter the cost center only, it is reflected in the cost center.
But in the internal order, we are distributing now, sir.
After
Between the
distribution only, it will reflect it.
okay. Sir.
As of now, the cost is reflected in the exhibition event only. After settlement of the internal order, then only the cost is distributed to cost centers.
Okay, sir.
Display internal order report, KOB1. Order is equal 4,637,000. You remove the cost elements. Posting date is equal to 1/1/2023 to 31/1/2023. Click on execute. So the total cost of participation is 1,25,000. So let us assume that the exhibition event is over. Now the cost has to be settled to cost centers. For that, we have to execute settlement. Execution of settlement. Transaction code KO88. Order is equal to 4,637,000. Settlement period is equal to 10. Fiscal year 2022. Select test run. Click on execute. Click on execute. Observe the value. After that, click on detail lists button. Click on detail lists button. Now observe the values. See, order 4,66,37. Cost center SS01001 62,500, 50%. Again, cost center SS01002 62,500. Right? Click on back arrow twice. Deselect test run. Click on execute. Now, display cost center report, KSB1. Cost center is equal to SS01001 to SS01002. Posting date 1/12/2022 to 31st January 2023. Click on execute. See here, exhibition expenses. In the department A, exhibition expenses, right? Exhibition expenses 62,500. SS01001. Then exhibition expenses 62,500 in the SS01002. Right? Now let us display the internal order report, KOB1, right? See, cost has become 0 now.
Sir, if I have given the cost center SS01001, then 1,25,000 will be displayed in that center only. Exhibition as a exhibition cost.
Exactly.
After the settlement, it will shows the in two cost centers.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Now, here, what the system has done? The system has totaled both the cost elements posted, right? That total is apportioned to the receivers under the name of exhibition expenses, right? Now, let us go to the cost center reports again. See, in the SS01001, exhibition expenses 62,500. Okay. Now, in this 62,500, it includes exhibition stall rent and exhibition salaries. Can you tell me in this 62,500, how much is the exhibition rent and how much is the exhibition salaries? No. We cannot say, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, I want to display in the cost centers the exhibition rent and exhibition salaries. What is the solution available here? Any answer?
Can we use the distribution method?
No, you are on the right track, but answer is not correct.
We have to create the cost element, sir.
No. Who said distribution? Nirosha?
Yes, sir. It's me, Nirosha.
Yeah. Let us check. See, you said a distribution, right? But here, the sender is always a cost center. Sender cannot be internal order.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
You are on the right track. Think something more. Periodic repostings of overheads.
Okay.
Sender can be any controlling object.
Yes.
That is the purpose of this periodic repostings of overheads. And also, we can identify the cost elements of the sender cost center or sender controlling object in the receiving controlling objects.
Yes, yes, sir.
So tomorrow we start remaining things, right? Today I have some other work, right? So I'm closing the session, okay? Tomorrow probably internal accounting will be completed. And this weekend, right? Saturday, Sunday, we have the classes on morning times, right? Morning times, and if possible, I will take on evenings also, right? Because I want to complete.
Sir, may I know at morning time what time it will be, sir?
Maybe 6:30 or 7:30.
Okay, sir.
Right. So I want to complete this content before Pongal.
Sir, sir, shall I ask, sir?
Yeah,
Did you check the error, sir?
No. I have not checked. Don't worry.
Okay.
I will check.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then.
Sir,